Welcome back for our final session, and I really hate to see it end. We have Shelley Poirier, and she's our guest, and she's going to be talking about living free. And she's even written a book, and the book is entitled Rebalancing the Addictive Mind, Beating Addiction with Exercise and Nutrition. Now, I have the book, and it's also something that we show on the screen, but it's just the idea that this is a book that she's written to show you exactly what's going on and how you can also be living free. So, you know, we have to look at it because there are other organizations in town or in the county or in Nevada that talks about the fact they're doing some of the same things. How does your organization differ from some of the others?
Okay. I think our organization differs from some of the others in the fact that we're one of the only nonprofits, at least in Nye County, that's focused on addiction recovery. Our sole focus is on addiction recovery and rehabilitation. I think some of the other organizations or agencies, I should say, that are in town have a more heavy emphasis on mental health, on the mental health aspect. And we refer to mental health, and we have collaborations with other organizations and other agencies for that. But our bailiwick, if you will, is that focus on getting people into recovery and then keeping them stopped.
Okay. Now, if somebody wanted a copy of your book, how would they get that?
Oh, they get a copy of the book on Amazon.
Okay.
I've also donated probably about 200 copies of the book around town in various different ways. All of our clients get a copy of the book.
Okay.
A lot of the pro bono work that I've done with juvenile probation, at the detention center, at No to Abuse, and the Nye Communities Coalition, and other places, we've given the books away.
Okay, and when you say detention center, you mean the federal detention center?
Yes, the federal detention center.
Because we also have the county detention center.
Right, right. Yes, I've talked to both of them, but the only place that that we've brought the addiction recovery pro bono classes inside is at this point. Hopefully in the future will be inside the Nye County Jail.
Okay.
But the federal center, yes.
Okay, so this book is available, and I was going to ask too, do you have this book at the library, Prompt Library?
It is at the Prompt Library, I believe.
Okay.
I thought I had dropped copies off there.
So if you haven't purchased a copy, go and read one at the library, and then you may find, I want my own copy, so then you can go to Amazon.
Absolutely. They can go to Amazon, and if it's a matter of we can't afford it or I really need it for my kid or something or a family member, I'm happy to donate it. They can come by our office and we'll give you a copy. And
phone number if they want to call your office again is what?
Oh, our office phone number is 775-505-1625.
Okay. So there's no excuse for not having this information. The information's available. Shelley's available to provide any information you need. And in the community, how's the support that you're getting from the community?
We've been blessed with support from the community. I don't want to name names because I will forget. There have been so many people who have helped us build out our office space, helped us with furniture and setting up the sober living homes, helped us with getting the homes to begin with. What else? Volunteered to take our women to the gym, those kinds of activities, brought AA meetings inside the houses for our clients. It's amazing. The community couldn't have done it without the community, and that's not a joke.
Okay.
I mean, it's very serious. Yeah, we've been embraced by, as far as I can tell, everyone in town. They've been very kind to us.
Now, I do have to ask this big question. This is going to put you on the spot, because if you say no, then we're in trouble.
Uh-oh. Yes is the answer then.
No. On community outreach meeting, they have a community outreach meeting the second Wednesday every month from 11:30, we usually say 11 to 1, but it's usually 11 to 1 because they also always have a meal. And this is at the Methodist Church.
Okay.
Have you attended one of these?
I have not.
Okay.
I actually did not know about it. I've attended a lot of community meetings and the Chamber of Commerce and the Nye Communities Coalition's monthly meeting, and that was one that I was not aware of.
Okay, and that, I just thought about it. I didn't want to put her on the spot with this, but we have so many people that come there, and then to get the word out to everybody, I think that would be an outstanding meeting for you.
I would love to go.
And we'll talk about that more after we're off the air, but that's okay. Community outreach, it's a meeting that I go to just to get information primarily, because I want to know what's going on in our communities. And this is all the different organizations that are providing help for people in our community. And that's what you're doing. So this is another way of getting that information out.
Well, great. I think that we do a lot for the community.
You do.
Know, in our sober living homes, we have prices listed on the website as to what we expect for a weekly fee and intake fees, but we scholarship so much.
Okay.
And we've been gifted with donations to help be able to do that as well. But we're really, obviously we have to stay in business,
Yes.
but we are charity-minded first. So every single person who's come into our homes has not had the money to pay the fees. And what we do is we work with them. Okay. And like I said, we try to get them to be self-sufficient. We help them get jobs, or if they are on disability, that they do service work. But we're interested first and foremost in our people, and the money will come second.
Now, when we talk about all of this, and we're talking about doing things in the community, some people that are watching this right now, they're saying, but I need more information. What's a website that I can go to and get information about everything that you're covering? Because I can't write fast enough to get it all.
Right.
So what website should they go to get this information?
They should go to livingfreehealth.org. And that's our primary website. There's a tab on that website to learn more about the sober living, to see more pictures of the sober living houses, and of course we have rules to learn about those rules as well. So that would be the place to go, livingfreehealth.org.
And they can find out everything and answer a lot of the questions. You talked about the fees and all the other things. All that's listed there.
Absolutely is, yes.
Okay. You also talked about some rules that they need to know. The rules are also listed there.
The rules are, for the most part, listed there. We don't have the entire guest agreement on there, but some of the things that I think that they would expect for the most part, obviously things like can't use drugs and alcohol in the house.
Yes.
Other things related to safety and just general maintenance kinds of things, and curfews. So those are some of the kind of rules that and it relates a lot to personal accountability. That is really what we're trying to reinstill in people, is that personal responsibility and personal accountability.
Things that you need just to survive in our society.
Well, I think that adults in general need to demonstrate those qualities.
Absolutely, they have to.
And people who have been living their lives under the influence of drugs and alcohol, and I freely admit I was one at one time. I was not doing the things that I needed to do. That drugs and alcohol were first and foremost in my life, and it came above and before everything else. And I'm so grateful that that is no longer the case. And so part of why I founded Living Free Health and Fitness and wanted to create this business model, if you will, is to help people stay stopped so that they can stop, that the suffering can stop, and that the families of the addicts and alcoholics, that their suffering may stop as well.
Now, you also mentioned exercise. How does exercise work into this?
Well, exercise and nutrition are a huge part of staying stopped, and that's kind of our thing. It's not don't drink, don't use, it's stay stopped. So we like to have that positive kind of nomenclature, if you will, stay stopped. And fitness and nutrition play into that by the fact that actually it's been proven through scientific research that exercising and eating properly, getting the proper nutrition, helps people recover from their post-acute withdrawal symptoms more rapidly. That exercise and eating right helps us rebalance those happy neurotransmitters that make us feel good, that reduce our anxiety, that reduce depression, that improve our mood. So, and in fact, a couple of the girls just started on they said, we're going to do a 7-day challenge, Shelley. So they started a 7-day challenge instead of just going 3 times a week, which is our minimum. And they have talked about how much more self-esteem they feel, how much they feel better physiologically, how they feel better mentally, and how it just, they go in the morning now, and how it just puts their day in the right place to then go to work, go to meetings, do the things that they need to do.
What age group are you talking about? I know we mentioned some with teenagers, but what is your age group of your population?
In the sober living?
Yes.
The sober living, they have to be of majority. So I think the youngest person that we've probably had in the house was 24.
Okay.
So usually, right now, I would say that our folks are late 20s to early 50s.
Okay. You know, you have it available. We have people that need exactly what you're doing. They need this, and you make it available for them. You're here. You're providing information. I'm hoping that the people that are watching are saying, this is something that I can use myself, or this is something I can recommend to a relative, or something I can recommend to a neighbor, a friend. But this is something that's here. And overcoming any addiction is always difficult. It's not an easy task necessarily. Sometimes people make it look easy because they'll say that, hey, I just stopped drinking or I just stopped whatever. But it takes getting assistance, and it takes recognizing and accepting your responsibility.
I would agree with that.
In closing, is there anything else you'd like to give us, because we're running out of time?
Oh, okay. Well, I just very much appreciate the opportunity to be on your show. Very grateful for that. And I hope that if you have a loved one who's suffering and needs help, please don't hesitate to call us.
Okay. Shelley, I want to thank you for being here. Thank you, and I'll see you on the next show.